Yeah, that noise was creepy. Alright, are you ready to delve deep into the psyche of the city? What lies beneath? Alright, everybody! We are back with more Thaumaturge. Oh, wait. Forgot one thing. Helps if I can see chat. There we go. Not that I get a lot of viewership from YouTube, but if someone shows up on YouTube, I want to be able to see more than just Twitch chat, right? I have hit 50 subscribers, you know. Someone might show up. Although, if I make rookie mistakes like I did earlier, I forgot to set YouTube up as though we were doing Coral Island. I thought I did. But something mixed up, and they thought I was playing the Thaumaturge this whole time. A much more upbeat version of the game than what we were doing. Imagine a game of Thaumaturge where it's all like bright colors and you're like saving the ocean. All right, let's get on with this, shall we? I like that the main menu reflects what's going on in the game. We just got that creepy bird guy. I'm glad it didn't end up being our friend, who is definitely a crazy son of a bitch, but was not the one causing trouble. All right, let's see. 9 points. We could upgrade body suffering weakening, reduces inflicted damage by 50%. Huh? So wait. It makes them deal less damage. Okay. For some reason, it's like, shouldn't we be hurting them more? Bond of speed. The Salutator's next action will be 1 round faster. Increase damage by an additional 100% if the enemy is in the suffering state. Ooh, I do like that. There. Mind is my most developed now. Alright, what was that one? Double if they're in the 2-pointer, though. Exposure. Damage taken suffering. Increases damage taken by 50%. Thoughtful development. Inflicts damage. Lowers damage taken from every attack by 4. Action reaction. Inflicts damage. Cast suffering. Okay, let's take that one. That was what? Debilitating wound. I do like suffering. It's powerful, but I'll try the whole damage catalyst. If they're suffering, it'll just do double damage. It's not on the greatest one for double damage. We're gonna swap those around. Body stiff. No, icy armor can go on the action reaction. 2 quick punches gets that going, and then we have the damage catalyst on the heavy planned attack where it's 17 to 20. Doubling 17 to 20 is like an instant kill on a lot of the things we're fighting, so that's probably the better way of having that set up. The Reptilian Bash. All right, we got to prepare for the soiree. Still got to deal with the WAS. Well, I thought we dealt with the WAS. All right. Let's see where this is going to have us go. Okay. Oh, wait, actually, no. Let's go to Pavishal. Because if we go down to the Pavishal, I think we have the thing. We got enough. Now that we got that new Salutor, we should be able to get the stuff going on that new, that new spot. Down here, let's see. There's a secret. I think we have the power to get now. Oh no, it's word. It is word. Damn it. I thought maybe I got them mixed up, but no, it is word. So we need to get word, which is the Salutor we don't have. Danis. Popular in the bar district as a good companion when it comes to drinking, brawling, and all kinds of risky ventures. No wonder the flaw of recklessness pushes him to cross all boundaries. Lures them in with a lack of consequence. But there are consequences, and they will make themselves conspicuous when they are least expected. I divested Danis of his problematic flaw. He'll now have to face the demon from his past and acknowledge the consequence of his thoughtless diversions. Where will that lead him? I wonder if he's the reason why they played Russian roulette was because of his flaw to begin with? Or was he reckless and he's the one that pushed for Russian roulette and then his best friend / maybe gay lover ended up dying? And that's why he got the flaw. I'm guessing that's the way it happened. Either way, it sucks that I have to deal with that loss, right? Can you imagine encouraging, like going out for a good time with your best friend or someone you might be kind of in love with, or just someone you love in general, right? That you're really close friends, you love them, maybe not in a sexual way, but you do love them, and you go on this great night out, you're having a good time, and you push to do something that's a little bit that's risky, but could be a lot of fun, and they die. Literally, like that thing exactly kills them. That would fuck me up. Pardon my language, but the Lock, Stock, and Barrel. No wonder Lock, Stock, and Barrel is losing the popularity contest. It plays hospital only to some, their own. Those who serve the Empire, who have Russian blood in their vein, who, like chameleons, blend into every environment if they can benefit from it. Downstairs is booze, upstairs girls. Both theirs and only for their own. I can remember the evening in my youth. Fools would steer clear of this place and choose its competitors. The bar, though hostile to outsiders, turned out lucky for me. It was there that I captured Lelik, the bird that reflects the spirit of this boozy neighborhood. It was there Dennis's fate was sealed. I can feel it will be scowled at here. I can feel I'll be scowled at here. Okay. So his words. How am I supposed to get that then if I don't have...
Of all the joints in Pavishla, you walk into this one.
Well, on the subject of the last victim.
Who was the last victim? You must know their name. I do, but you don't have anything to convince me. Is there anything else?
Yeah.
I have to go. It's true.
Thought we would have been able to deal with that, like that thing now. Okay, let's see if we can deal with the WAS. Like so, what, they want us to go to our house? Their father's study. Really? Oh, we're putting the urn. There we go. Father's return. Let your father's ashes return home. Okay. Horses in the sky is the investigation. Taylor's dilemmas for Mark close. Memory horizon. Wait for events to unfold. Exhibition to lift hot. What's this one? See the art exhibition. All right. These are all limited time, which is why I'm trying to get them done before we lose a chance to do them. Otherwise, I just continue on with the story and deal them as we come across them. It would be nice if the game had an automatic time setting for the quest. Like if you go to a place for a quest and it's late that night, just have them wait automatically. Why have me go wait and then go back, right? There's a chance that the sensors won't pick up on an allegory this sophisticated. Sometimes the yoke breeds creativity, it seems. Okay. Is that a harpy eating a person? People reaching for... Someone holding a torch high and people reaching for the flames? Alright. Oh. Okay, that dance lesson's up at Polsky Cemetery. Oh, excuse me. Okay, where's the exotic ceremony at? The northern... Where? Really? Okay. That's in the... That's placed as well. Point of interest, which is by a locked door behind us. Oh, what's going on with this guy? Neighborhood cop.
What is it?
There! It's Shulsky, our mighty good chum.
Victor! Good to see you!
These two shivs claim you know each other. Is that true?
Yes, I know these noble gentlemen.
Well then, I guess we'll take in 3 instead of 2.
Go on!
I didn't realize it'd just be getting into a fight. I thought I was just going to get them out of trouble. All right, this guy. We need LitlClutch to disable. Makes him immune to gaining new negatives. He's got 6 focus, which is a bit of a lot. Okay, the guy in the back. Reduce impact of focus. We need to attack with Upier to disable, and then we can take down his focus. He's the last one to act. However, invulnerability to traits. Bukovac can disable his. And what was the other guys? Getting new negatives. Oh. Let's see if we can interrupt him. Quick attack. We'll have LitlClutch do Deceptive Song. Reduces focus, protects you against stress and being inflicted on you in a given round. This skill disables an enemy trait. Mournful Tones reduces focus, removes all negative stats from you and transfers them to an enemy. Somber Triddle reduces focus, interrupts an enemy's planned action if the enemy is in the suffering state. Dead Man's Wailing. Okay. 2. All those actions are long ones. Hey, we broke his action. It worked. All right, we're at the 2nd level. What did we put on? Oh, this is the one that lowers damage taken from every attack by 4. Here, we got defense up on us. He did nothing thanks to that defense we just put on. He's got 14 hit points left. If we do 5 to 6, and then we could have Bukovac. Oh, slow. Fast state, suffering on enemy. Broke his attack. Ow! Yeah, these rifles kind of hurt. Okay, that guy should die on his turn no matter what. We can ignore him for now. We need to deal with Upier. So we can't affect his focus till we get Upier to hit him. But let's get our damage reduction back, and we'll have Upier do focus. There we go. Didn't take damage, but we are bleeding. Alright. We can take his last focus. And then this guy over here needs Bukovac to take his invulnerability away. So let's get him suffering. Everyone was suffering. He's only got 9 hit points left, and we're going in for the big hit. Ooh, what's the Lilacs big one? Dead Man's Wailing, 23 to 26 damage, inflicts damage, lowering all enemies' focus. All enemies' focus, eh? Okay, let me change my attack to take a focus, and then Birdie can do the big, take everybody's focus down by 1 while killing the other guy. I should have got my shield back up. We're going to give him our bleeding. I don't want to be bleeding. Oh, we stopped his action. And now we're going to get our defenses back up. There, we're no longer bleeding, but now he is somehow. Probably from the ears by having the bird scream in his ear.
Thanks, magician. Good thing we kidnapped you back then.
You're not the schmuck you pretend to be.
You're welcome.
I was wondering if it was those guys. I just wasn't sure. That's funny. It really was the people that kidnapped us. The gall of them to be like, oh yeah, we know him. We've admired the view, but we can't go in. What? Okay. That's not the quest we need to be working on then. What about the lesson in drawing? Is that here? Oh, jeez. For whatever reason, I didn't notice the woman that was standing there. I just saw the red. It's like a red, weird shaped cloak. It's like where the arm was. I thought that was like the hood. So it's like some weird shaped person. It's like, is that some kind of death monster? No, it's just a woman. So maybe.
Let me rest. About it's in the underworld. Who would have thought? Right. Let's...
Oh, shit. When do we have to wait till? Alright. Artists or perhaps, especially artists, aren't safe from honest citizens. I'd love to see what drawings are, although I don't have much faith. Okay, no. It doesn't say when. Lesson in drawing. There. 6 p.m. Okay. It wouldn't let me, for whatever reason, wouldn't let me select that
Let's wait.
second piece on that one thing.
So...
No, it still wants me to wait. Does it want me to go at night? I guess 6 p.m., but that's not midnight. cartography demonstrations in there. I was asleep. I was all okay. Northern Shroud, whatever Shroud, Northern and Southern Shroud. Must collect all observations and uncover the secret hidden within items in order to draw a conclusion. That one we haven't got the conclusion out. Find the viewpoint of the London bar. It's on Southern. There we go. Starting to understand how they want you to navigate those menus, but it doesn't always let you with a gamepad. It would be better. I'd prefer it if they just, here we go. If they just showed you that there's a spot on the map that you're going to and what parts of the city had objectives for you to work on. And then make you go back and forth selecting things. The London bar. Oh, this is Auburnsea's bar. Okay. Okay, so we found that one. So if you look at it in the bottom right, here, see right here, this tells you what part of the map it's in, and this is the side quest for it. If you want to go get more information, so if I clicked on that, it can give me all the little clues that I found so far. Here's all the clues for the lesson, right? The denunciation, the note, 6 p.m., the courier talking about it, which is great, except for if I'm on my gamepad. I can't bring up the lessons part. It pops it up so I can select. The only one it lets me select is Southern Shroud Minsk. It's like, no, I need to be able to do all of it. So, Pawlowski, Southern Shroud, Northern Shroud. Ooh, I think I'm in the Northern Shroud right now. No, we're in Southern Shroud, so we want the ones that are southern. All right, Northern. Okay, Imperial Hotel. Can try getting it. All right, at least now I figured out how to use the clues better. It sucks for people who don't play with, like, a lot of people might play this with just the gamepad and not have a keyboard and mouse nearby. Okay, we won't be able to get this one until we're access to the hotel, which will require us to be working on that. Okay, lessons in drawing. Doing when we go to the party. All right, so the only other thing here is the lessons in drawing. The game wanted us to wait to what, night? The lesson's supposed to be at 6 p.m. Oh, maybe it's the right time now. Unless it's taking me, yeah, no, it's taking me to a spot to wait.
Let's wait.
Until night, I
So,
guess.
let's...
But see, even if I go to night, it wants me to wait here. I don't get it. Is 6 p.m. 6 p.m. or is it like... There's no way for me to tell what actual time of day it is in-game. So maybe don't have quests that require me to go to places at a time. London Bar, Elysium. Locked. Stock and Barrel. It's locked. Police station. It's locked. Lessons in drawing. Place of respite.
Aren't your legs getting sore? Stupid question.
He doesn't have legs.
Let's wait until...
Until noon?
So, let's...
Yeah, see, I don't get everything I do here doesn't seem to draw me any closer to it. So I'm going to ignore that one, even though it says availability limited. I don't seem to be able to do any more. Alright, there's a party at the Counts. And then live photography and... You know what? Live photography and learning to dance are both up at Kowalski Streets or whatever. So let's head there. I'm tired of trying to figure out how to get this one to let me actually do it. Wait, doesn't say when. Yeah, well, go to Kowalsk. It wants us to wait.
Right. Let's... So, let's get...
Oh, got the right time for this one. It's taking us somewhere. Maybe when the other one said 6 p.m., it meant 6 a.m. It's no wonder the virtuous citizens find ragtime suspicious. Merriment undoubtedly leads to moral decay. They're doing the ragtime dance. Okay. Live photography demonstration. We're gonna have to wait.
What?
The day.
Let's wait until... So...
Noon did it for this one. Moving pictures. I wonder if they'll ever completely replace traditional photographs. Yeah, he made a drawing of a picture show. The one on the right looks a lot smaller than the one on the left. I guess actually that might just be a small drawing of the same thing. Either way, we got it. Southern, northern, southern. The Imperial Hold, Ligia, Svetlana. Find out more about the mysterious courtesan. All right. Courtesans sound like a good time, right? The game should believe our time with our friend had us end up with a whore that took advantage of us. No, there's something. Here we go. Bigot's Diary. Warsaw is sinking further and further into the depths of moral decay with every passing year. Secrets that were once inhabited by modest and pious families are now turning into a hotbed of the worst individuals. For example, my neighbor, dear Mrs. S, told me about a woman who rents apartments in an apartment in a tenement house on 7 Arvanska Street. She's an opera artist who is visited by many rich men. She has an abundance of gowns and lavish furnishings in her apartment. Recently, one of her many patrons took her on a foreign trip to Japan. Her ilk ought to be ashamed to show their faces in public. A handwritten page with a worn edge. It looks as if it fell out due to repeated violent turnings. The content suggests that an opera artist who is famous for her love of foreign travel resides at 7 Eravanska Street. Yeah, but what if she's an opera singer? What if the only reason that happened is because the guy like took her to Japan to do opera, and is her agent or something? It could be people just not knowing what's going on and assuming the worst. It's the worst, I say. She has all these men come in, and then she goes off to Japan with one of them. How indecent! And she's an opera singer. Like maybe all the lavish clothes are for her opera performances.
That wasn't too hard.
An empty tube of purple paint. The petals of the mallows tremble in the wind. Just like her lips trembled during the first kiss that hot summer. Violet rippled with sunshine and her heart filled with sweetness. The memory of that moment awakens every time she colors the canvas with violet. Okay, this one might kind of paint that a little bit more of a horny picture. A dream within a dream, longing for dreams, daydreaming, wishing for what is out of reach. A fowler dyed with synthetic movine will enliven the silhouette. Black wool pants will add class, and a diamond-patterned vest will provide some contrast. A new era is coming. A man no longer needs to dress modestly. Ah, they're getting into the era of the fancy man. Bright colors, even for the men that don't bend. Ooh, a photograph. Photograph shows a woman in lingerie tying her corset. Caption Lady Dragonfly. Okay, that corset's way too tight. Girl, loosen it up and just enjoy the comfort of breathing.
Well, well.
Daring photograph. A photo portraying a woman in a state of undress. Lady Dragonfly is an attractive and not very modest woman. Conclusion? Yeah, it didn't say what the conclusion was. Oh well. Let's go pay her a visit, perhaps. True bliss. It wasn't what I had expected, but I must admit that Japanese tea is without equal. Oh, maybe she does tea ceremonies now. Looks like that's what it was.
Yes, sir.
Taylor's Dilemma. What part of the map are we at? We're in northern. All right. For inspiration for the tailor. Back. A fashion review, September 1905. Ooh, I like the purple tie and flower. This issue extensively covers a topic that combines fashion and technology. Synthetic dyes have become increasingly popular. The color supplement features vests with geometrical and elaborate pattern. Finally, experts review the most fashionable trouser cut. Right, we're unlocking new pants apparently, or maybe all three, like a pant, vest, and or pant, jacket, and vest. I thought I told it to change my vest to the blue one a moment ago. Hey, Taylor.
Mr. Shulsky, come in. What's new? I've
Here's
got
the
some fresh
inspiration.
ideas for you.
Promising. But you can't keep wearing the same attire. Please, come back to me if you find more inspiration.
Hey, look,
Meanwhile,
he's got a picture of
I
that
shall attend
picture
to
we
my
just
work.
found
Please.
of the opera singer. He already has it hanging on his wall.
I won't bother you.
All right.
That's funny. It just show. It's funny that he's got it there. It shows that he's a man of culture himself. But crimson with hint of inaccessibility. Body colors. What's the new one we just got? Oh, there's the one we just got right there. Crimson Audacity. Conceited creases. And high class outerwear. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it. I'm not sure about the vest, the diamond pattern, but I like the colors. Did I not tell it to change? There we go. Apparently I didn't hit the save changes button. Ooh, got two tracks to follow. And a circle that looks like it's inside there ends up to be on this side. Like, that's just mean. Instruction for the courier. Come evening, come evening, take the package to the apartment at 15 Avarinska Street. Deliver it directly to the butler's hands and no one else. Do not open on pain of punishment. Yikes. The gray paper smells of fear and vigilance. The cord around the package was tied by skilled hands, which carried a faint pulse of stress. What if this time the package falls into the wrong hands? Lost invitation. Dear friend and companions to voyages to distant lands. It is my pleasure to invite you to a party where the scent of incense will mingle with the aroma of turmeric and cardamom. Sumptuous bedding under silk canopies and the beauty of exotic dancers await you. You will have the opportunity to taste forbidden delights during the evening. Come as usual to the gates of Sesame. To have them open before you, simply say the password, Kubla Khan.
Well, well.
Lost invitation. A party with illegal entertainment is being held somewhere. To enter, you must have the password of Kubla Khan. Drawing conclusion. Oriental theme party at the Count. A wealthy businessman, Count Orkowski, is holding a party in the evening with the theme of A Tale of 1,001 Nights in his apartment at 15 Irvanska Street. The evening's attractions will include the opportunity to partake in opium. To get into the party, you will have to do is get the password of Kubla Khan at the entrance. Well, who doesn't want to try opium, am I right? I mean, besides me, I don't want to try opium. All right, nighttime. Gotta go. Opium parties are always at night. It's not? What?
Anjo.
Noon? Morning? Wow, that can't be right. No, yeah, it's still touching me there. Oh, no, it says in the afternoon. But, wait, I went to the afternoon. Didn't I?
So,
I must not have. I thought I already tried the afternoon. Seems an odd time for a opium party, though.
Boss, we need to start over. The whole base layer.
What are you stomping around here for? You're making my people angry. Can't you see the work is in full swing here?
it doesn't look as if you're working very hard.
Check out this highbrow, with his myths untainted by a real job. And when in fear, then it's workers on the world unite. Why don't you start a fucking revolution?
Get lost! We want to earn our daily bread.
If you can't afford bread, why don't you eat cake?
Just you wait. We could use some exercise
Let
after
them eat
all
cake.
that carrying.
Are you sure, boss?
'Tis the final.
Oh my god, that one guy's face. Did you see that in the on the left side? Right. Okay, wait. This guy has 80% less damage, but I don't have Force of Word to break it. Mind you, he's only got 5 focus, so we could break that pretty quick. Immune unless Upier disables it. 7 focus. Yikes. And Lilac to disable 80% less damage. 6 focus. Okay. I got an idea. I'm going to get my defenses up by quick punching this guy twice. Oh wait, no, that's reduced damage. Is it this guy? Yeah, I'm gonna punch this guy twice. And we're going to have Lilac do the song that affects everybody. Where is it? That's the bad guy. He doesn't have one. Oh, that's his big move, isn't it? Yeah, flicks damage lowers all enemy focus. Never mind. At least this way I won't be able to get any bad afflicted states. So I can't get cut or anything. Alright, his damage reduction is down. So now I can punch him and get my damage protection. And... here. We'd have to have a pure hit him, then we could get suffering. I wonder if that 80% reduces damage taken effects like from suffering. Let's find out. No, it does not. Give him an old wound and howl. Double suffering. Oh shit, that's a lot of focus. I wasn't expecting them to take all my focus in one go. Better restore some. Okay, let's... 7. That negative stat off me. I don't know what it is. Maybe I should have checked it. I think it's because I broke my focus. So getting my focus back might have fixed it. I don't know. It's the first time I've lost focus. Oh, nope. They still got their big move off, even though I got my focus back. So apparently, restoring your focus doesn't... Before they act again, doesn't matter. You lost your focus. They're getting their free actions. Let's see if we can break his mind. Get our free big hits in. The other guy just dropped. The one on the left is about to drop. Okay, we're going to take this guy's... Actually, you know what? I'm going to... Old wound him to keep him messing up. And this will keep me from getting any negative states while I take his focus. Pretty much all of LitlClutch's attacks are about taking their focus. One down, one to go. Might as well heal up while we kill the guy. Big hit. Did you see that? Like, because he's got suffering. Our attack's about to do... Our attack just did 34 damage, basically. The bodies are just lying there. You who transform my stormy nights into sunny days and in the depths of sleepy, extinguish the spells of waking. Over the course of the evening at Count Orkovsky's, I comprehended the true meaning of those words. Opium party. I'm surprised it didn't show us like lounging on makeshift cots or something. All right. Okay, lessons in drawing. Every day at 6 p.m. in his apartment. Is that afternoon then? Like.
Let's wait. Let's wait. So, let's...
Oh, it's taking us somewhere. Go to another zone. If by the time we get there, the travel has advanced the time, I'll be annoyed. Like, I get why it would, but it'd be nice for these quests how they're time-based, and you can only go to either morning, noon, or night. There should be, once you set on one of those, it kind of fixes there until you change it, maybe. Alright. We got there in time. The Nevsky Orthodox Church, a growth upon the town's tissue. Unfortunately, it's hard to look at it objectively as a piece of architecture. That looks kind of like the that fancy building. That's actually probably the famous building that I'm thinking of. All right, so all we have left is the Imperial Hotel, which you can't do until we go to the party. Finding more inspiration for the tailor, which nothing is currently available, it looks like. And figuring out what to do with that investigation. He advised me to ask working girls of official about the case. They can be found in the alleys after dark. But we talked to them and that didn't really do anything for us. But it would get us Morana. And Morana is definitely would be nice to have. Let me look at Morana. If she's the next, if she's this one here, we might not be able to get her. But if she's this one, maybe she is the next one we get. Okay. Entries. Morana. It does look like the flat wide one. So she's the next mind. I'm thinking we can't get that. Maybe we can't get that yet. For like just do the main mission. It'd be nice if the game telegraphed that a little bit more clearly. Because it's annoying if you're working on a quest you literally can't complete until you get further in the game. Making progress, though. We've got 10 levels that we've not spent. Mind you, that'll be just enough to catch up with our old one, probably, to the level of our other Salutaurs. Alright. Do we just tell our sister we're ready for the party? We got our hair done. We got our new outfit. We're looking all snazzy. We're a 10 according to those ladies. Ooh, does she have an outfit for us?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I I see you went to a barber. That's something at least.
Recently I met a bearded guy who's not especially fussy about his appearance. And yes, people welcome him everywhere with open arms anyway.
Maybe he's a natural charmer. I've heard that can get you into the Imperial even without a tailcoat.
Very funny.
Are you getting dressed so we can go, or have you changed your plans?
Get dressed instead of.
Yes, let's go and see if I do fit in.
In that case, I'll go get changed too.
Ooh, looking all snazzy.
Look at you. And here I worried I was the only one who looked good in trousers. Very chic choice.
Say you look better than she does. It's a proud aunt. Nah, we're being nice to our sister. We already decided that.
Thank you. You look fantastic.
Thank you. You think Papa would be mad that we're going to a party right after his funeral?
I hope so.
Victor.
He could have kept from losing the Black Grimoire. Are we ready?
Yes, the carriage is waiting.
Welcome to the Imperial Hotel. How may I help you?
Ligia Szulska, here on the invitation of Svetlana Rumianceva.
Yes, we are expecting you, of course. The soiree is taking place in apartment 237, second floor. I wish you a thrilling and successful evening.
Yes,
I'm impressed. How did
an apartment that starts with a 2 would be on the second
Our
floor.
name still means something. Let's do our best to keep it that way, all right?
I hope it lets me walk around a bit. Oh, there's a Salutor here. Probably of word, perhaps?
Who are you, my golden slithering friend?
Victor? Victor? Victor! Can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
These people are just waiting for us to put a foot wrong, understand? We're walking into the Viper's Den, brother.
The Viper's Den. Ah, and it's a snake Salutor.
Everything's all right. I just got a little lost in thought. I'll be good, I promise. I'm going to hang around here a little longer. I'll meet you upstairs.
See you there.
Viper's Nest. Upon entering the Imperial Hotel, Ligia warned me about this place. It's a ruthless environment. A true Viper's Nest, where you must play the rules unless you want to be preyed upon. Alright, find the person with the flaw. Find Svetlana's problem. Seance poster. Madame Samira, a psychic. Her seances are very popular in Warsaw. I wonder if ghosts are also as attracted to her. Golden Cage. In the Golden Cage is an exotic bird watching me with its beady little black eyes. On the Golden Cage is the whisper of a woman who contemplated opening it. She was close to releasing the birds for a lark to watch the ensuing chaos. Yet something stopped her, and the birds are still in the cage. An unknown trace. A procession of slender legs, a review of colorful feathers, and sweet voices. Unlike vaudeville dancers, these beauties make their lovers part with their fortunes unwittingly. All the birds. I like the one on the guy's head with the wings up. A nice surprise, a stereoscope, and inside a viewing showing the hotel. Okay. I don't know if they'll let me step outside and come back in, but let's make a save just in case. Because there's the viewpoint of the hotel. Fancy hotel. We leveled up. Nice. It was an up thing. Cool and collected. Hunting crop. A rotting crop with a mahogany handle. Mahogany colored handle. Autumn leaves. A fox's bushy tail among the trees. The memory of autumn hunts is covered by dark clouds. Once every expedition was exciting, but now they have become routine. Yet he must keep doing them to retain his place in the Count's circle of friends. We got a conclusion drawn. The person is trapped. The inability to save oneself from the dullness of everyday life, from the monotony and boredom. Why is human joy so short-lived? Quilting is a laborious technique that both reinforces and embellishes the fabric. The checkered pattern is a timeless classic, and the gingery color brightens up the whole thing. Maybe this will help fight off the melancholy. Alright, back inside we go. Let's talk to the woman. Sophia. Sophia.
Well, someone new. Good evening.
Good evening, Viktor Szulski.
Irina Orlova of those Orlovs. This is Natalia Obolenskaya, and this strangely quiet soul is our delightful Sofia Skawan.
Irina is exaggerating. Nice to meet you, Mr. Szulski.
Scallon, like the guy that's now the Governor General?
Daughter herself. How do you do?
What can you tell us?
Tell her about the Gilded Cage.
I've heard a certain secret. Do you want to hear it?
Come now, we won't tell anyone.
Tease them a little first because of her pride? No. I don't want to.
Someone was recently playing with a lock on one of the gilded cages, wondering what would happen if all the birds escaped captivity. And I know for certain it was one of you.
Sophia, that sounds like you. Admit it.
And now what will happen to us, Mr. Szulski?
Tell them that their secret is safe.
I assure you, your secrets are safe with me. On one condition.
What's that?
In exchange for my discretion, I need another secret of yours. That's the only way to keep everyone in check.
What should I choose?
Our fathers don't know we're here. There you are.
How naughty. None of your fathers know?
None. Especially not Sophia's. Otherwise he wouldn't have let her come.
I'm very satisfied with this trade.
Maybe you'll tell us something about yourself.
I suspect you want to hear more about the book.
We've never met a Thaumaturgist before. To tell the truth, I didn't believe they existed.
A Thaumaturge. Don't worry. But now you do.
That trick with the cage. You've impressed me.
Ask if they're having
How
fun.
are you enjoying yourselves?
We can't complain. Seeing as we're debutantes, we're getting a lot of attention.
Really? And what now?
I need to slip away for a moment.
We should go as well. We've really forgotten ourselves around you.
That's nice to hear, but I understand. The soiree won't wait.
I hear Rumyanseva has invited a real medium.
Will there be ghosts? That I'd like to see.
Defiant debutante. Sophia's companions told me in secret that Sophia sneaked out to the soiree with them, unbeknownst to her father. They consider it an exciting experience. There's no denying that it's quite an adrenaline rush for them. Find the person with the flaw. No longer down here. Sergei.
What did we come here for? These soirees are for old people.
Good evening. May I?
Please, we're not discussing anything consequential.
You keep on worrying about yourselves. I intend to make the most of this evening.
See, I told you he was in love. Miss Scowan is out of your league, my friend.
To say nothing of her father.
Old Scowan and I are practically on first-name terms now. You'll see.
I'm sure.
So, one eye-catching girl has already got an admirer. What does that leave us, Maxime?
Not much. The dull, the silly, or, well, the old.
En parlant de Lydia Shulska, she just passed this way.
Pigs will fly before someone fancies her.
She'd actually prefer Sophia Scowan, according to what I've heard. Well, what do you think?
Infatuation. Sergei wants to impress his companions. He hopes they'll see him as a worthy candidate for Governor General Scallon's daughter. Sergei has plans regarding Sophia, but they're yet to be realized. And they don't realize they just badmouthed my sister.
My name is Viktor Shulski.
Well, there we have it.
Now, see, here's the dilemma. We promised our sister we'll behave, but they badmouthed her and besmirched her good name. Do we start a fight? Or do we just say we don't like what they're saying about our sister? We do look kind of pissed right now.
And I don't like what I just heard, especially about my sister.
And, what are you going to do about it?
What do you think, sister? Do we defend our sister's honor? Or do we let it slide, honoring her wishes? I'm thinking she would want us to leave them alone, because she probably doesn't give a damn of her. You want to fight? Okay.
I'm afraid we've got a few things to explain to one another. Preferably through violence.
I don't think so, Mr. Shulski.
Where are you from? You're among polite society, not cattle.
We can have them wind up with the cattle. By the time we're done with them, they'll wish they were. Alright, they didn't fall for it. Do we keep pushing? I'm thinking... I wish you would let us pick, like, walk away, but, like, with a snide comment. Fine, if you're too cowardly to do it, I'll go see if I can find actual men to talk to. And then we walk away. That's what I think would be nice, but the game doesn't seem to give us that leeway. They didn't go for the fight. We can't always feed pride. Can we? I think we could, but I don't want our sister mad at us. Burn them? Oh, okay. Well, okay.
I'm not the only one itching for a brawl, am I? What? Is one guy more than you can handle?
Let's take this out to the forecourt, gentlemen.
Sergei, my friend, anything for you.
Ah, the poor fools. Invulnerability, but Pierre can take it. He's got restores health. And he's got nothing. But he's really slow. Alright. Vukovac will disable his restorations. So I'm going to give him a wound. And I'm going to have Vukovac match it. Follow it up with agony, making him take 50% more damage. And the guy in the back, we can take his focus. He should be dead next turn. He's got 11 hit points left and he takes 12. And I'll give this guy the bleeding we have. Violence sometimes is the right answer. Unfortunately for these guys, it wasn't the right one if they're dealing with me, but hey, they're stupid enough to bring it about. Oh! Dang it. I forgot the bird hadn't done it. I wasted my turn. The second the bird took his last focus, it should have triggered giving me the option of doing the big finishing move. Okay. I'm gonna deal with this guy. Immune to negative stats unless Pierre hits them. Just punch him real quick. Hopefully that breaks his action. I'm going to have Upir do his finisher so we can get some health back. Get half of what we lost, which should be 10 hit points. Didn't break his action, unfortunately. Alright, they'll protect us from 4 damage. And Upir will... Inflicts damage. Target's health points determine how much damage the skill inflicts. The more health points, the higher the damage. And we'll get some health back here. Oh, I should just punch them. That would have killed them. Oh well. He'll die after his turn. We're still winners. And then we walk in. 4 men walk out. 1 walks back in. Fan with the mother of pearl handle, likely used but predominantly to conceal its owner's cheeky grin. The fan with the mother of pearl handle, a classic social move. Cheap but highly effective. The fan's owner dropped it with playful intent. The purpose of drawing my attention. She won't be disappointed. It's Sophia's. Check the whole floor before we go rushing to the party. Nothing this way. The donuts by the station are delicious, but I've had too many. I couldn't quite catch the end of it.
Mr. Shulsky?
I didn't expect to see you here, of all places.
You don't know how very flattering that is. And what brings you to the Imperial?
Why do you have so many scars?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm passing the time.
Ah, curious hobby.
I'm simply interested in people.
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do you know these circles well?
They're not hard to figure out. A gang of none-too-bright layabouts, chasing amusement after amusement after amusement.
Do you feel part of that gang?
I'm not one of them. And neither are you. Nor was your father.
Who are you?
Who are you, really?
Just someone who wants to enjoy himself at a party.
Yes, right. And I'm an idiot. How do you know my father?
Who did you say you were to my father?
A trusted acquaintance. I supported him with good advice. Though truth be told, he rarely needed it. Your father had a gift for making good decisions.
Which of my father's decisions would those be?
Ones that were good for your family. Perhaps we'll have the chance to return to this another time. Goodbye, Mr. Shulsky.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yvonne Konnikin. I don't trust that guy. 237. What are the chances that the person the thing belongs to is the hostess? That seems a little too on the nose to me. Cognac. Discreet half words, meaningful half smiles, and sidelong glances from behind a fan. Merely appearances. The truth is that I have found myself in a den of snakes. People must tread carefully here. There's that snake. Maybe it is the lady of the group, the leader of the group. These adornments are all cheap? Is that what she just said? Or these adornments all the rage in Paris. The slippers are itching my feet. The maid forgot about shorty or shooties, whatever that is.
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
Oh, maybe it's the medium. Row of candles, a row of burning candles, probably for an air of mystery. An image emerges from the flames, a hand dancing over the fire, a gaze that follows it, and lips uttering words of anxious excitement, a promise of capturing the certainty of success. You'll be mine. Who is this about? Mysterious book, a leather-bound volume, property of Madame Samira. Quickly jotted words, nervous browsing, illegible notes, and something else. A deed I cannot define. Something is obscuring it from me. As if the book doesn't want to be read. Strange. I wonder if it's because, like, the whole, like, maybe in this world, mediums are real. After all, thaumaturgists are real.
Maybe that's enough. What do you want?
Wasn't expecting the boobas.
The trick with entering someone's head. I know one person who can do that.
You're not much of a thaumaturge if you can't. If you come here to torment me,
What's with all the
unmask me.
carved bits in her arms and belly?
So what do you want?
Madame Samira is not only a mysterious psychic, but also a thaumaturge. Aware of the wild Salutor's presence, she wants to capture him for herself. So she's not happy to have another thaumaturge around. She's clearly determined to get the Salutor, which is why she's trying so hard to dissuade me from the hunt. I know her Salutor.
Your Siren is quite impressive.
Flattery
I like the
will
hair.
get you nowhere.
Madame, you're being impolite. What about a little competition? We'll see who wins.
I'll pass.
Samira's Salutor looks impressive, to say the least. It's Siren. It matches her mysterious aura. Drawing a conclusion, Madame Samira. Behind the mysterious guise of Madame Samira is a thaumaturge, accompanied by Siren, as intriguing as herself. The role of psychic allows Samira to freely frequent social gatherings that also lure the Salutor she's chasing. Comment on her dual identity.
I think your idea of pretending to be a medium is fantastic.
It sounds like I impress you.
How many people know?
Is that a threat?
Raise the subject of the wild Salutor.
I noticed a wild Salutor here. I understand your being here has something to do with him in particular.
Keep your nose out of this.
Why?
Because I'm warning you.
What do you know about this Salutor? Do you know its name?
Don't you?
A name doesn't tell us much anyway. All that matters is picking out the person in this crowd with a flaw.
I know perfectly well who carries the flaw. Another reason for you to stay out of it.
The person with the flaw attended the seance, right? So I'm on the right track.
Have you finished?
The person with the flaw will take part in the seance. The thaumaturge clearly planned everything. Should we say we'll do what we want, or we just end the discussion?
So, should we finish up?
That would be best. And listen to me carefully, Mr. Whatever your name is.
Shulsky, but you can call me Victor.
Now, Mr. Shulsky, you will vanish like a bad dream, and I will get back to work.
I think hers has the body of, well, a bird for one, but I think, like, specifically, the one with the fancy tails. Why is this not coming to my mind right now? Peacock. Champagne glasses. Empty champagne glasses. The lips that sipped champagne a moment ago kept uttering cutting words of contempt. Someone clearly regrets marrying the alleged idiot Louisa, but I doubt she is the idiot in this relationship. No punch? What kind of party is this? Lygia. Oh, we can listen. Oh, that's the music. F. Chopin. Mazurka in C sharp. Let's talk to our sister first, then we'll go talk to the one in charge.
Here you are.
Gentlemen, meet my brother.
Viktor Shulsky.
The last Shulsky to wear trousers. You don't know that. Miss Lygia could yet produce an heir to the fortune.
Plus,
Maybe
Lygia
even with
will
me.
trousers.
She doesn't tell my wife. But let's talk like men. You intend to take over your father's company, correct?
Mention, Wachowski's wife? If acquired the knowledge or context required to give a response. Sincerely admit that Lygia knows what she's doing.
Gentlemen, my sister knows what she's doing. Across the world, women rule over entire societies, like Great Britain. Do you remember Queen Victoria?
I suppose it's true what they say about you?
Yes? What's that?
You've lost your mind.
I bet you've had mental problems.
I've had some problems, it's true. But I'm better now. Maybe that's why I don't peek into people's undergarments.
Good luck with your business, miss.
I almost feel sorry for them.
Have I crossed the line?
Nonsense. You know, thank you for believing in me, especially in front of other people. It means a lot. Any progress with Svetlana?
Ask about Sophia Scal. I mentioned that you've met Fennekin.
Guess who I ran into again? All mysterious and carved up.
Ivan Konieczkin?
What do you know about him?
Not much. He was an acquaintance of Papa's. Well, in theory, it's thanks to him that we're here.
What? Ligia?
I know that nothing comes for free, but he really didn't want anything.
Yeah, he looks like a real altruist.
Are you having fun?
You enjoying yourself in this viper's den?
The vodka is quite tolerable. I'm observing my own brother taking out his anger on ordinary mortals.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? Because I heard a certain conflict took place in the forecourt.
Hey, they started it. I was just defending your honor.
Again?
What about this Sophia Scalin?
Sofia Skawan, the Governor General's daughter. Do you know her?
No, and I don't suggest you make her acquaintance either. Skawon can't stand thaumaturges.
But his daughter seems very interesting. Warning, Governor General Scalin is not very fond of thaumaturges. Why am I not surprised? Another person who sees an obscure threat in us. Well, we did see that in his declaration at the beginning. I'm pretty sure he mentioned that he wasn't proud of him there.
I've taken a long, deep look at Samira. She's no medium. Samira is a thaumaturge on the hunt.
On the hunt?
Madame has spotted a salutar that's attached to one of the guests.
What kind of salutar?
Remember those fairy tales Mother used to read us? And the legend of the golden snake?
Yes, Veles.
Yes. I'm glad you're here.
Are you also hunting for him?
His name is Veles.
I admit I like to have him.
Slavic lord of the underworld.
Be careful.
God of wealth, a schemer.
That's why
Soiree gives him the perfect conditions for feeding, goading, and plotting.
I'm going.
It looks like the last we have to do is talk to Svetlana. Alright. Well. Oh, wait. Is there a... Shows another door right here, but I guess we can't go out there. Maybe it's a patio.
And the general says to him, "Tell us something
The one
funny."
wearing gold is probably the one with the golden snake.
Then Bautsky replies, "General, why don't you shoot a cannon first?"
That's a good one. I'll have to tell it tomorrow at the Orwoffs.
Who might this be joining our conversation?
You know, sir, your face looks familiar to me.
My name is Viktor Szulski.
Ah, yes, I can see something in your eyes. I was sorry to hear about your father.
I'll see you next time, darling. Wonderful party.
Anastasia doesn't like thaumaturges.
See you there.
You know, Marina, it appears.
I think I've offended the creme de la creme of Warsaw.
This is hardly the creme de la creme. How do you find my soirée?
Find out more about life at the Tsar's court? Say what you think of the soiree.
I admit I'm getting reacquainted with the social scene.
You spent a long time traveling, didn't you?
15 years. Over that time, I got used to harsher surroundings.
And believe me, drawing rooms can be just as dangerous as untamed steppes. You've met Anastasia and Marina. What about the others?
Raise the subject of her guests.
I've already met several distinguished guests. Madame Samira definitely stands out.
She is exceptional, isn't she? Her presence is the crowning glory of the evening. Has anyone else caught your eye?
Ivan Konieczkin, for instance. Apparently, he knew my father.
How remarkable. I wasn't aware. Konieczkin is something of a secretive person. And have you yet had occasion to meet the debutants of the season?
I'll be sure to seek them out.
This evening, Sofia Skowen herself is to grace us with her presence.
Well, well.
I suggest you move quickly. The competition is fierce.
Find out more about the life at the Tsar's court.
How is it, being part of the Tsar's court?
It is a blessing and a curse. Forgive me if I do not elaborate.
Get to the point.
The crux of the matter is that I'm here because of my father. You knew him.
That doesn't sound like a question. Of course, I was his customer. I truly am sorry for you, both of you. The death of someone close is always a dreadful blow.
She seems like a decent person.
Please accept my condolences.
Or she's just very skilled at hiding the fact that she doesn't give a damn and she's just polite.
Svetlana Petrovna, I must insist. Can you tell me something more about my father?
Mr. Shulsky, I assure you we have the most delectable vodka. Besides that, I warmly encourage you to join Madame Samira's séance. It will be an unforgettable experience. I wonder, is that truly everything our soirée can offer you?
Oh look, there's that little
no
bit.
choice but to suffer through tonight.
No need to mince words.
Find the person. Subtle suggestion. Oh, here we go.
I felt something. Where is it?
Tiled stove. There is some soot and remnants of a burned letter on the cast iron. Her usually steady hands were shaking as her eyes followed the written words. He was watching her. She already knew that, but how dare he threaten her? Agitated, she threw the note in the furnace. Too bad she couldn't get rid of the stalker that easily. The remains contain the author's concern about Svetlana's condition, expressed in a seemingly kind-hearted tone. The message ends with a veiled threat, foreshadowing a desire to interfere. String of pearls. One could buy a small town with it. The affection and gratitude of one woman covered by the shame of another. Though an honest gift from the Tsarina, Svetlana feels guilty every time she sees it. I guess she had a tryst with the Tsar. Travel chest. Time worn, though it looks like new, probably heavy. The chest is kept at the ready. Svetlana's personal items were put into the chest and then removed, all due to her growing anxiety and uncertainty. Should she pack and leave? Again, a restless hand closes the empty chest and decides to keep waiting. Melted candle. The wax was spilled, or has spilled and congealed. Solidified wax carries the memories of honest grief mixed with fear. However, those emotions were quickly concealed with well-practiced composure. This candle is the best farewell to the deceased that Svetlana could afford. Oh, maybe she was close with her father? Silk pillow. The silk is soft and cool to the touch. Fabric carries a memory of yearned for lightheartedness, passion, and a sense of security. Two people found solace in each other here. Two people, Svetlana and my father. Called it. The silk remembers. It remembers the tentative planning, the recurrent doubt, the peaceful sense that everything was as it should be, and other chaotic thoughts caused by passion, intoxication, and I'd rather not know. Draw conclusion. All of Svetlana's fears. No wonder Svetlana was reluctant to talk if she's afraid of someone watching her closely. Especially if that someone knows a lot about her and maybe even her pent-up desire to escape. Besides, she had an affair with my father. Maybe I can make her confide in me. Then I'll ask her about what I came here for, the Black Grimoire. Unfortunately, we already talked to her. We might have screwed that chance by not finding that sooner. I went in there though, and it didn't show me that as a possibility, which is a little annoying. Makes me wonder, did I just miss it, or was it I had to talk to her first?
Did I see that you've met this Madame person?
Raise the subject, Svetlana.
Unfortunately, Svetlana doesn't want to breathe a word of it.
I'm sure she doesn't trust you. In company like this, that speaks well of her.
Why the cold shoulder, Ligia?
I've never liked her. Her manner gets under my skin. I've heard she's a dreadful schemer.
Ligia's reaction, strange. Ligia usually refrains from gossiping. She's always been the first to condemn such behavior. What she said about Svetlana may have been caused by the Salutor's influence on the environment. The soiree in high society. High society breathes scandal and imbibes gossip from other people's lips, which sits very well with the Salutor prowling around. The flaw must belong to someone keen on playing games and plotting, a schemer by nature. Tell her about the affair between Svetlana and the father.
Did you know that Papa had an affair with the host of this party?
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
That would be a no.
As sure as the Thaumaturge can be. I felt what he felt when, well, you know.
Oh, stop! That's disgusting.
Ew.
Quickly, change the subject.
I guess it's better than feeling what she felt. He could have felt what it was like to be penetrated by his father. Ugh, even worse.
I'm going.
And we can't talk to Svetlana anymore. Oh, but we can go to the balcony. Nope, it is Svetlana. Perfect. I thought she stayed inside.
I was looking for you.
Do you smoke, Mr. Shulsky?
I've quit.
In light of our approaching conversation, why don't we dispense with the pleasantries? Call me Svetlana.
Victor.
Ask.
Tell her about the charred note. Mention her affair with your father.
You two had an affair.
Two grown-up, lonely people found momentary comfort in each other's arms. But romance wasn't behind that relationship. It was just that we were both looking in the same direction.
Ask about your father's human face.
I didn't have the chance to get to know him as a person, much less one who'd show such emotion.
You mean love? That?
Was it love?
I miss him, that's all.
What do you mean by looking in the same direction?
Tell her about the charred note.
The burned note. Who sent it? I only sensed underhanded kindness.
Da, the Ochrana. I don't know which one of them exactly, if that's what you're asking. I've worked hard at it.
Professor, ask her when she got the note. Ask about the Ochrana.
The Ochrana?
It stands for Отделение по охранению общественной безопасности и порядка. In other words, the secret police.
I know what they are. I'd like to know what they want.
Knowledge. The Tsar's eyes and ears must be on guard. They infiltrate not only the city, but most importantly, the court.
I wonder if
And me and my
Kanichkin
soirees
is
too, I'm sure.
one of these secret police. Okana.
When did you receive this note?
A few weeks ago, back before your father.
I see. That large travel chest. You changed your mind.
About whether or not to pack. Right then, I wanted to escape badly, but that would have had its own consequences. In this game of false appearances, I'm the best.
I still don't know how this lovely note ended up in your hands. But in addition, I found a lovely strings of pearls, and on it, your feelings of guilt.
Your power is terrifying. Do you know that?
Your feelings of guilt. Do they have something to do with the Romanov court?
With the whole empire, Ruski mir im podawaj. We, the establishment, perceive the need for change. We want reform. The Colossus is already teetering, but if it falls... La guillotine, mon chéri. But I want to live, Victor. Ideally, closer to the west.
String?
Tsarina Alexandra gave you those pearls. You two are close.
I am her confidant. I could call her my friend. I see how much she devotes to her family and the nation.
Yet something has changed.
Professor on the father's role in this?
Where was my father in all this?
Willingly or otherwise, he was part of the establishment that wanted change and could see revolution before it arrived.
The Ochrana knew about you, hence the note.
They must have noticed something. Isn't it time you told me why you really came to my soirée?
Ask if the Ochrana might have killed your father.
Do you think the Ochrana killed my father?
Your father was crushed by a building. I don't think that's how the Ochrana works.
Perhaps you're right.
I'm afraid if I ask 3, it'll get like we might lose our chance to ask the main point, but...
What do you intend to do now?
Nothing. The soirées will continue. Society has come to expect it. Everything will stay the same. I myself shall manage.
I hoped you might know something about the Black Grimoire. My father left it to me in his will, but the grimoire has gone missing.
No. And the collapsed building? Have you been there?
There's nothing there.
My dear boy, I know nothing about Stanisław's book. I'm sorry, but I can't help you there. But I will not let you leave empty-handed. I strongly believe that there's one place you ought to visit. What you find there belongs to you.
Thank you.
No, thank you for listening.
Find the person with the flaw still. Follow Svetlana's thoughts. Alright, we got some more points unlocked. Alright, we found out about Velis. That's definitely the one we're hunting there, right? The dignified golden serpent is a Slavic representation of a god of the underworld. Wealth and intrigue, a perfect combination for high society. The flaws it follows are related to secrecy, with an inclination to manipulate, scheming, a penchant for causing confusion, and a desire to watch the world burn as a result of one's intrigues. And then there's Siren. Siren arrives in Russia together with Persian merchants. According to Slavic beliefs, they sing sacred songs that bring luck, but people can be led astray by these songs. They are seductively beautiful and extremely dangerous. The flaws they are interested in are those related to great sadness, the desire to forget, forbearance, charity, and forgiveness. Siren I saw belongs to Samira. This one I cannot have, no matter how badly I'd want to. Alright, Sergei? At Svetlana's soiree, I met an impassioned young man, Sergei Alexandrovich Nekrasov. It seems that he has a weakness for Sofia Skalin, and that he's a fairly typical representative of Warsaw's rich youth. I don't think he'll become friends. Yeah, we kicked his ass. Sophia Georgina Scallon. Georgievina, sorry. Sophia Scallon, this year's debutante, the daughter of the Governor General of Warsaw, Georgi Scallon himself. Young, she is only taking her first steps into high society, yet she already has many admirers. There's something intriguing about her. The Okhrana. The Okhrana are the Tsar's secret police that no one is safe from. Its officers are like chameleons, either working secretly or disguised as your friends. Sometimes they will force their way with a badge and a trigger-happy finger. They do not believe in the notion of personal space, privacy, or freedom. They claim every right they can think of. As the Tsarina's lady-in-waiting, Svetlana is used to being followed by the Okhrana's prying eyes, but being used to something does not equal acceptance. She harbors pent-up anger, which I do not blame. Okay. Roast marshmallow. If the world's gonna burn, you might as well have some s'mores, right? Letters. Father's letters to Svetlana were very tender and romantic. I'd not have expected this from him. If these letters had fallen into the wrong hands, they could have done a lot of damage to the lovers. Now we just gotta find the flaw. So when we were in here, we had a trail to follow. Now we don't. Nope. Something's gonna happen. I wonder if it's the Scallon girl. Is it going to be a Yaga?
Venice. Don't run away.
Splendid ladies, distinguished gentlemen, the hour is at hand. With lights dimmed and the curtains drawn, the souls of the dead slowly gather among us. On their command, I will give the chosen among you a tarot card as your invitation to the table.
For you, sir?
Why am I not surprised? The card almost burns with the emotions left on it. The Thaumaturge must have put all the hostility she could summon into the card. Hostility towards me. Maybe I'll join the seance soon, if only out of spite. Examine.
Fool. Our dear madame is fooling around and thinks you
Gave
can
us the
scare
fool
me
card.
off. I'm done wasting time on this.
Let us gather in secret ritual. Let's not keep the souls waiting too long. Let us also make every effort together not to spoil their visit.
In the dark, Madame Samir. Whoa! It passed. Does it give us a spot up here to follow? No. I was hoping we could see the last thing that was said. Awesome. All right, not what I was looking for then. All right. Okay, we gotta find the one related to this. The mermaid cities. The Billion Bash. Is that this one? think it is. All right, here we go. Svetlana. Salutator. Visions of Salutator's name is Velis. Viper's Nest fan. Lygia's reaction. Madame Samira. Here we go. The poster's surface radiates with the positive emotions of passersby who lay lies on the advertisement, such as curiosity about the mysterious psychic or excitement revealed by a quick heart rate. Apparently, Madame seances are quite popular. Her seance table. The fabric of the tablecloth is permeated with wariness and nervousness. The emotions are fresh and clear. They've just traveled from Samira's fingertips as she held her palms there to avoid biting her nails from stress. Was it me who had that effect on her? That's one of the ones that popped up and disappeared right away. The mysterious book. A leather-bound volume, property of the madam. Quickly jotted words. Okay, we read that one. Madame Samira is not only a mysterious psychic, a thaumaturge. Candles we read. The Salutator. Governor General's daughter. Defiant debutante. Warning. In the dark. Person with the flaw. Tarot card. Okay, maybe I'll join soon if we... Svetlana refuses to talk openly with me. Maybe she's anxious about all the gossip, hungry ears around us. Still, I can feel she wants to tell me something. I should watch her surroundings closely. Maybe I can learn something that way. Child's... Okay, the stove, the candle, the pillows. That's all about Svetlana and not the seance lady. Alright, unfortunately... I don't know which one was the new one to pop up. Which is unfortunate. Because I would like to have known what just was said there. Number 0, fools. Samira hit the heart of the matter. I don't know if we're a fool. Unless they want us to check out in the hall. I think all we have left to do. Oh, the mirror. Crystal mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Arranging an unruly strand of hair, she was thinking of Theophil Skolsky, madly in love with her, willing to do anything for her, so she gave him an impossible task. Trying to comply, he set off for Africa and died tragically, squandering his family's fortune. Joy drifts over the mirror's surface. Her heart throbs when everyone is looking, when her name echoes everywhere. Sophia. So what if some lose their head for her? Literally, it only makes for better stories. Oh, so she actually isn't a good person. There's Sophia herself. Ashtray full of cigarette butts. The smoking was accompanied by a joyful conversation. Sophia's friends were happy she came with them despite her father's ban. They'd like to watch her clever intrigues that provide them. She is, see? She's a schemer. Her clever intrigues that provide them with topics of gossip. These cigarette butts have women lip marks on them. If only their fathers saw what they were doing. Sophia spreads her wings when she is out of her father's sight. Watching her scheming is sheer pleasure. It's her. It's definitely Sophia. The wooden armrests looked battered. A frustrating thought penetrated Sergei's mind as he sat on the chair, watching Sophia from afar. Why did Sophia suddenly start ignoring him? He would do anything for her if she asked. The problem is that Sophia won't speak at all. She takes no notice of him anymore.
Mr. Shulsky, may I have a word?
How can I help?
My friends and I are just playing Truth Order, and now it's my turn. Won't you dazzle me with your powers?
Note that her father doesn't like thaumaturges.
Your father would not be thrilled about you playing games with the Thaumaturge.
Maybe that's precisely the point. To keep violating his wishes?
Admit you don't know the rules of this game.
First, please tell me the rules of this game.
Of course, I'm being silly. After all, you've been away a long time. It's simple. Each player in turn must admit a truth or accept a dare. Anyone who doesn't must drop out of the game and thereby loses. And I don't like to lose.
Find out what's going
I
on.
would guess that to you, a dare would be the lesser of two evils.
How very perceptive. It involves finding out my comrades' secrets, Irina, Maxim, or Sergei. The trick is that you're cleverer at it than I am.
So you accept the dare. Point out that it's deceptive.
Your companions don't have anything against a little ruse like this?
It's not deception, it's resourcefulness. In theory, there's no rule against asking for help. Please don't make me beg, Mr. Shulsky.
Let me see what I can find. Will any secret do?
Any. I'll wait anxiously for your return.
Oh, we're getting her. Ready game. As via Scanlan's request, we're looking for stuff. All right. Empty glass. Numerous empty glasses indicate someone near is a fast drinker. Sip by sip, sip by sip. Maxim swings alcohol as he watches the surroundings, focusing mainly on the ladies and longing for companionship. Rena's looking pretty today. The loner's secret. Maxim is lonely, as we all are from time to time. He tries to drown his feelings in alcohol, but the effect is the opposite of his intentions. His attention is drawn by Sophia Scanlan's friend, Irina. Decorative vase. It stands on the piano, but there are no flowers in it. The vase reflects the strong emotions bubbling up in Sergei, justly mixed with fear, jealously directed at me, as he considers me his rival. Fear that Sophia will ignore him when I'm around. Of course she would. The admirer's secret. Sergei can't stop thinking about Sophia. He cares about her so much, he's willing to do anything for her. He can't understand why Sophia doesn't reciprocate his feelings, which frustrates him. Considers me a rival for her affection. Decorative sofa. A very fancy decorative sofa. She sat on the sofa watching the crowd, usually flirtatious and playful. She felt an overwhelming emptiness at that moment, which was something new for her. A feeling of loneliness. A need to belong? It only lasted a moment, then she grinned and continued the same old charade. That's her. Plucked leaves. Someone has nervously plucked palm leaves. Irina would wound leaves around her finger with abandon or plucked them discreetly, immersed in thought. Sophia's charade and Maxim. She might walk up to him, but no, she won't. Hesitant, she eventually failed to make a move. A friend's secret. Hesitancy prevents Irina from making a decision. She feels torn. She would like to indulge herself and spend some time with Maxim, but she cannot make a move. Thus, she is in limbo, going over all possible scenarios in her head. Wait, isn't that the one that likes her? No more in this room. All right. I think there's nothing else outside. We can't go outside anyway. Can talk to our sister again or Sophia.
They're getting impatient. What have you found out?
Share Irina's secret, reveal Maxim's, tell Sergei's secret. Oh, we could give her fan back.
En parlant de secrets, I found your fan.
Oh, and I was just thinking that I hadn't remembered where I'd left it.
Very interesting. The fan revealed to me that you dropped it on purpose.
Oh, you've got me. I was hoping the right person would find it. And here we are. It worked.
Oh, I was wondering where you'd gone off to.
You know Sergei, don't you?
We're already acquainted.
Mr. Shulsky and I have completed my extra difficult dirt together.
At your service.
Now time for truth. Are you seeing anyone?
Meaningful question. Sophia seems to be toying with me. She keeps boldly asking about my private matters, looking for strength in her impertinence. I only wonder if she's toying with Victor Solsky, the person, or the Thaumaturge. Hey, how's it going, nerd? Nerd! Welcome, welcome. Hope you had a good week. Good weekend. Sophia Skellen. The scheming of Skellen's daughter has made her the elite's favorite. Her plots provide distraction and make up the content of keenly spread gossip. At the moment, I am the object of her game. She's teasing me in spite of her father, or to spite her father, who hates thaumaturges. Or is it just a charade to mask her loneliness? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Say your heart's already taken?
My heart is already taken.
I was counting on a different response.
Mr. Shulsky, our time is up. Sophia and I must leave for the seance. Madame is waiting.
Thank you once more.
See you. Therefore, Veles chased Sophia Skawan and her floor here. She seemed like such an innocent girl, didn't she? Unless you count sending her admirer on a deadly trip to Africa. It's no coincidence she focused on me. After all, old Scowan hates thaumaturges. The little scamp. If I want to discern that little schemer's flaw, I'll have to join that sepulchral table. Either her scheming or her jealous knight in shining armor will help me identify her flaw. I hope her father doesn't find out.
I'm enjoying the game. It's very story heavy. Like if you don't enjoy the setting and the story, probably is not much to hold you here. It's a well-written story with a lot of near history details and just a lot to dig in story-wise. Basically, I'm liking it. After the game of Truth or Dare, something flickered around Sophia Skellen, a flaw induced by scheming. It fits. After all, Sophia has a fondness for high society and playing games. Drawing a conclusion, the salutor at the Imperial Hotel, Veles, the inciter. Inciter. Yeah, no. For some reason, I want to keep adding an extra at the end. The inciter. But he's just the inciter. Is lured by the flaw of the schemer Sophia Skellen. In order to capture him, I'll have to play by the rules here, which means exposing Sophia to some stirring experience. I sense that a scandal is inevitable. Well, I hope everything works out, Dust. Before we join, let's talk to our sister real quick.
May I have a word?
Are you having fun?
Oh, that's all we're done. Okay, got nothing to say to our sister. Let's go cause a scandal. I was gonna say. Sometimes these things can be for the best. It gets things out in the air, and then you actually it is the impetus for conversation. So I hope it works out for the best. Whether the best is fixing it up or the difficult and painful task of ending things. Regardless of whichever one is the best outcome, I hope that's the one you receive. Sucks to be in limbo.
Is this seat free?
The energy is dissipating. Ladies and gentlemen, I am losing contact with these souls.
Well, it was the souls that chose me after all.
It's true. The gentleman has a card. Your face. Is everything all right, my child?
She's got a cool outfit.
Let us lay our hands on the table. Let us allow our minds to liberate themselves from our bodies toward the edges of the world as you know it.
Are you thinking of someone exceptional whom you wish to summon?
That's exactly the sort of person I had in mind.
Oh, is it a long-lost love?
Rather a future delightful acquaintance.
Leave her alone.
Sergei, this has nothing to do with you.
Dear guests, I implore you, the souls!
Regard Sergei's devotion. Mind one. Do we reveal it? Or irritate? I think we're going to cause a scandal either way. She doesn't want us here because she's trying to get the soul that we're about to, or the Salutor that we're about to steal. So.
Your devotion goes unnoticed, and you know full well why that is.
I do. I am your father's choice, not yours, aren't I?
Quiet, please.
Well, this will make your companions happy. Making fools of people, heaven forbid.
Sit down.
Sit, child.
My poor heart.
Focus on someone you want to make contact with.
Tell her to summon the soul of Theophilus Skolsky?
There is one soul I'd like to summon.
Whom do you mean?
Theophilus Skalski. Does that name mean anything to you? The poor man drowned on the way to Africa, didn't he?
No, it wasn't like that. I didn't know he would be killed.
See, you know that Sophia's scheming sent him to his doom.
Are you planning a similar fate for Sergei? All this just to get under your father's skin?
So what if it was? Do you know what it's like to live in the shadow of a cold, absent father?
Rings a bell.
Yes.
Is it such a sin to want to be loved?
The powers you and your kind have are terrifying.
That's why people hate you! That's why my father is cracking down on you!
All that matters is I have what I wanted.
Don't you dare! You were supposed to stay away. I was supposed to leave here with Velis. All that work for nothing.
Well then. We need that Salutor though.
Tell me, what don't I understand?
Do you know who she is? Who her father is?
You'll do Sophia a favor.
You're right. Sophia Skawan was meant to have her flaw removed, discreetly. But I suppose it's too late for that, isn't it?
Resolve to hand Velis over to her. Find out if she was hired to do this.
Someone hired you to remove the flaw from Sophia. Who?
Take a guess. Anyway, doesn't matter now.
Okay, this is a cool story beat, like the crossed paths with another Thaumaturge, but they made it sound at the beginning of the game that it's super rare for a Thaumaturge to get more than one Salutor. We already have 3, but it's only because Rasputin is, doing hypnosis and getting it to calm our mind and the Salutor so that we don't die of it, basically. Don't go full Arkham Asylum type crazy. How was she supposed to handle having a second Salutor herself? She's already got one. Like, if she was a Thaumaturge without a Salutor, it'd make sense, but does she have, was she got a Rasputin as well? I want to resolve to hand it over to her, but I have a feeling if we do that, we can't help further on the murder case down at the docks. My dear sister, if you're still here, which one do you want to do? Do we say nothing, or do we resolve to hand Velis over to Madame Samira in an attempt to try to keep Madame Samira from being super pissed at us? Maybe she could be a friend. I don't know. I'm digging the story. Got pretty good intrigue to it. I'm guessing her father hired... Scallon's father hired Samira to remove the flaw. Even though he's publicly denouncing Thaumaturges, it looks like he might be willing to hire them. We keep it? Alright.
It's also too late to stay silent. What's done can't be undone. Sophia Scallon is now the center of the scandal.
I have this under control. I know how to give Sophia's story a happy ending.
I hope we don't all come to regret it.
There he is. There's the treacherous snake. The golden snake. I wonder if he has a silver tongue. Alright, let's start this fight. Alright, let's see. This guy has no special protections. A Shadow of Sergei. And Maxim's Shadow has 40% reduced damage. 7 focus, 4 focus. Alright, medium speed, slow speed. That means it must be Velis that's acting fast. Godlike Good Luck Kiss Lottery gives a 50% chance of dealing double damage. So we can remove the protection with Upier. I guess we go with the focus. No, we're going. You know what? I'm going to go Old Wound. I'll have Upier do a focus hit just to get his protection removed. His damage is doubled. As much as I want to do the second attack, I need to go for the 50% chance of stopping his attack. He's got double damage now. I might be able... Actually, you know what? I might be able to do both. Alright. And... I got 18 hit points. We'll have him... add suffering to the other guy. We're bleeding. Ah. Before that guy acts, I'd probably kill him. Yeah, let's just have Buklavach. Bloody Wedding. They both have suffering, so he's taking 18 damage. It stopped his attack, I think? I wasn't looking. He'll die to his own the suffering I put on him, before he goes again. All right, we'll do 8. This might kill him. He's going to die from suffering either way, but this will give us damage protection of lowering damage by 4. Next round. Reduce damage taken. Buklavach can remove it. Sophia's shadow. That's Teofil's shadow. And is that her father's? Yeah, father's shadow. This is the fastest acting of them. Buklavach. You know, I'm going to do diversion so I can get my focus back. I've let it get too low. It won't help against him, so I'll do it against her. She only has what, 5? Yeah, 5. Take one of hers and give me 3. We'll have Buklavach wound this guy to take his damage protection down and have him suffering every turn. Wait's disabled. Okay, I'm going to try to interrupt his attack. And Buklavach can disable his wound, so I'm going to give him a howl, disabling his trait, having 2 wounds on, and then that one move by Buklavach is damage based on how many people are wounded. That suffering trait can be super handy. Although we have 5 triple bleeds going, I think I might want to get rid of that. All right, I'm going to he's at 12 with a little bit of bleed. I'll do 8 to 24 or 8 to 9 damage, giving myself the damage protection of lowering all physical damage by 4. And interrupts an enemy's planned action if it's suffering, which could take his. Could remove the negative status that is on me. I could do a little heal. I'm at 24. Wouldn't heal a lot though. 16 damage based on the fact that 2 people are suffering. Combined with the wounds they have, that should get both those people, and we'll be left with just her shadow, I think. Oh shit, I just took 9 damage from the boss man in the back. And I was off! No! The guy survived with 1 hit point. And this guy took a lot less than I thought he would have. His traits reduced. Oh, LitlClutch hasn't done his action yet, that's why. LitlClutch is about to do 16 damage, killing him. I did miscount this guy's... I did 1 less damage than I was hoping for, so that's why he's left at 1. However, he's still bleeding and should die. So... yeah, he's next. You know what? I should maybe just play it safe and take him out with a punch in the nose. Killed him. Get my focus back up before I lose it all. Thank God we have that protection. She's got double damage, but he dies from bleeding. And she's got 3 focus left. That's not enough for me to stop it. But we can get some health back. If we don't get the health back, we die, so... Focus. There's the health for us. 21, not bad. It might have been worth trying to pop her in the nose to interrupt her attack. Alright. She's got 1 focus remaining. I'll take that. And... can have the bird remove all negative status effects from me. After all, we got 3 quadruple bleeds. No, she's not going to live for him to do that. We're going to 1-2 punch him. Oh, no, there we go. I cut that a little close.
Rasputin sees you. Then you'll stop fighting me.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this evening the souls were particularly restless.
Sophia?
Did you enjoy the show? My best so far. So, I suppose now is the time to applaud.
And you, sir, what can you tell us?
Admit to everyone that it's your fault. We missed something. As a result of your decisions, this path is no longer an option. Oh, probably because we decided to keep the thing for ourselves. We'll grant her peace.
Let it sink in that you're free. Finally. Neither your father nor your environment define you.
Everyone heard those atrocious words from my lips. I can't undo that. But you're right. You freed me.
Your father was also difficult.
What will you do now?
First, I'll apologize to Sergei. I was cruel to him.
What's going on here? The guests are complaining, and with good cause, I see. We're terminating this disaster.
Farewell, Viktor Shulsky.
See you.
No, I don't think so.
Will the gentleman with a book be leaving peacefully, or should we show him out?
They can try. Refrain from causing them any problems.
No need, I can make it to the door. Madame, honored guests.
Victor, don't scare me like that.
Mr. Sulski, are you all right?
I think it's time for us to go.
I'll snug us a carriage.
You'll have a hard time at this hour. I'll drop you off.
See, you can always count on Mr. Konieczki.
Victor. Thank you. That's very polite.
We should be asking to go see Rasputin right now so he can calm the Salutor in our mind and keep our sanity.
Thank you for an interesting evening. What?
I didn't say anything.
Fine.
Konieczki is up to something.
Victor, if not for him, he really helped us tonight. I don't want to talk about it tonight. Good night.
Captured but untamed Salutor. Won't obey your order. Maybe we should have apologized.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Victor?
Speaking.
Victor, Uncle Sasha here. How are you? Have you visited your old stomping ground yet?
Tell him what we've done until now.
I've rediscovered some things like a comfortable bed. The city has changed a lot, as have we all. The most important thing to me right now is retrieving my father's grimoire.
Your grimoire. I wish you luck, boy.
What's he calling about? Or how? Ask how he
Yes,
is.
I'm fine, thank you. And how are you, Uncle?
I wanted to... I need your help, boy. It's a very delicate matter. Are you able to find a moment for your uncle?
All right, so where should we meet?
Remember where I took you kids for donuts?
I do.
Let's meet there. Maybe we can reminisce about the old days. Better days. See you then, Victor. Thank you.
Price of friendship. All right. The only thing I don't like is the way things ended with our sister. I was hoping like letting her be mad would have her saying stuff then and not just letting her storm off. All right. Just making sure there were more burglars. All right, let's go find out what's going on. Reception, we can pay a visit to Rasputin. Rah, rah, Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. He had a dick that was 12 inches long. I don't know if that's the actual words to the song. That's how I remember them. All right, we'll go see Rasputin. He'll do a little hypnosis and a little spiritual calming. And we'll have the new Salutor fully under our control. And then we'll finally be able to go help that guy that's being blamed for all the murders. He's just the macabre dude that likes to paint dead bodies. I'm not saying he's the healthiest of people, but he is innocent of the murder charges.
Mr. Shitsky.
Is Rasputin here?
I love that she calls us Shitsky. He's also one of the prettier people in the game so far. A hot little maid. I wonder if that's why he's staying here. Rasputin?
It's good to see you. Although, I think I can already see what you need. Let's not waste time. How about that?
Talk to him for a moment?
I look worse than I feel.
So then, what brings you here?
I wanted
Hypnosis.
to ask you for another session.
Let me share something about your pace in hunting for salutors. Aren't you losing yourself too much in it? Again?
Is there something you want to tell me? Do you not want to help me anymore?
Nonsense. You can always count on me. I'm just worried. Close your eyes and focus on my words. Concentrate.
People remember that. We were not overly proud.
Relax and focus within yourself. Follow my voice inside yourself.
Something about playing this game makes me want to watch the original Hellboy movie. There wasn't even that much of it in this time period.
Do you see him? He's remarkable.
Oh, I like the gold paint with the crack.
Time him.
You can, and you will. Look, he's afraid of you. Calm your heartbeat. It will scare him off. Calm yourself.
Taming of Velis.
You look better. You slept a long time.
Yes, it feels that way. What year is it?
Still 1905. Yet time flows on inexorably.
Ask if you had a vision again.
Have you seen the future again?
I don't know if it's the future. It could just be some symbols I don't know how to interpret.
He seems to be getting visions of the World War.
Heavy clouds drifting over battlefields, reaping a deadly harvest, and these faceless beings walking among strangely contorted bodies, and the ship, unsinkable. Yet it went down with thousands on board.
Ooh, he's seeing Titanic.
I feel as though I could have stopped it.
Did you watch me sleeping?
You still drool.
I think I shouldn't abuse the Nadrzynski's hospitality any further.
That distressed woman you mentioned, Svetlana. You know, I saw her in my vision. That surly maid brought me the gossip about her that was going around town. This Svetlana is causing herself trouble.
Ask about the gossip.
What was this gossip, may I ask?
Nothing that would sully her in your eyes. She intrigued me. I'd like to meet her. And you know, I think she needs help.
Help? What do you want me to do?
Bring her to me. I won't keep you. Until next time.
Oh, maybe I should have done the other one. All right. Off we go. All right. What quest? The price of friendship. Uncle Sasha calls me. He asked me to meet him at our old favorite bench in the park. He sounded worried. But before we do that, actually, now that we got our 4th Salutor, we're a 4-5-5-4. All right, distraction reduces focus. And accidental damage. You have a 50% chance of accidentally lowering the target's focus by 2. And self-cast speeds up your next action by 1 round. Not worried about that move, though. I just need to get our levels up a bit. There we go. There we go. And get this one. We can get... We're level 5 in all aspects of the... that we have. Increase inflicted damage 75%. Slows enemy. Bloody Debt. Receives damage 16 in the last round of the state's duration. Terror. Reduces focus by 1 at the end of every round. To a max of 2 rounds. That is pretty powerful, actually. And that's the last one I have points to do. Alright, let's see. State. Reduces focus at the end of each round. I want that put onto this new level 2 focus drainer. There we are. We can definitely do horses in the sky now. We gotta go meet our uncle, and we gotta go to Svetlana. So let's go see if we can help that poor innocent man. He's being blamed of killing. He's been arrested for being a serial killer, but he only likes to paint dead bodies. Is that a crime? No. I don't think so. Anyways, it's weird and creepy. Lisa. Yeah, look at that. 4 things now available that we couldn't do before. Map. Are they all down there? Here we go. Broken bottles. A floor covered in broken glass. A throwing competition without a target. In addition to the bottle, he also threw words full of resignation and bitterness. They were joined in their fight by a sense of duty, the satisfaction of a job well done, and the last shred of heart he once felt for the job. He doesn't want to lose it, but can he manage to hold on to it? He's losing respect for the fact that he's a police officer. Police hat, crumpled and tossed into the mud. Maybe it can be washed. Cursing, he angrily sent the symbol of his work where it belonged. Alone against everyone, what's the point in trying? Someone without ambition and without conscience will always come along and give a heartless order. To do things faster, to do more, but never to do them better. Conclusion is drawn. Dying flame. It's not too late to convince Pelivan he doesn't believe Kayatan is guilty and would like to find the true killer. The will to fight is still smoldering in him. I just need to rekindle that flame.
Of all the joints in Povishla, you walk into this one again.
Well, okay, inspire his will to fight. Takes level 5 word, which I just got.
You won't give up that easy. Deep down, you're not that kind of man. Tilting at windmills has dimmed your investigator's instinct, but you won't give them the satisfaction.
I don't have the strength.
I do. Let's bring this case to a close. Let's find the real fisherman.
You're right. The dubber is innocent. I'm not going to fall in with a heartless system where all that matters is the quarterly performance. Come, I'll show you the body. It's still in the ice room, unless the pallbearer took it. I'll tell you the rest of the story there.
He's a man of honor. He just had to be reminded of that. I'm not going to be a dick about it.
Viktor Shulsky, Thaumaturge.
Antoni Nigorovich Pelevin.
Lead the way.
I hope I don't regret it, Thaumaturge.
Find the mark. I feel like all the people, when they speak Russian, they feel like they're speaking it faster than they should be. It feels like it's sped up. I don't know if it's they had voice actors that weren't fluent in the Russian part, so they said it slower than they should, and then the devs artificially increased the speed. All I know is I can't follow half the syllables that are coming out of the mouth. I wish it was at more of the rest of the talking, the rest of their talking speed follow perfectly. So it just, and then all of a sudden when they speak Russian, it's like twice as fast. I just wish it was a little bit slower. I don't speak Russian, but I should be able to follow the sound of consonants and vowels coming out of the speech, right? And they all sound like a merged, muddled together. Oh, wait. Bench. A wooden seat overlooking the house of the fisherman's last victim. Wood that has split from cold, the thousand storms and the scorching sun, more than just sand in the cracks. There's a hateful thought in the grain. Someone was surprised the house didn't stink with those fucking fish. No, good. The ice house. Let's examine the body.
There he is. Tadeusz Pielecha, a Powiśle man. Childless, 46 years old. He was a fisherman. Ну, Thaumaturge, за дело.
Ask about the previous... Okay. There's a heat of living fingers imprinted on the dead skin. Frosted by rapid breathing, someone has dragged the body towards the nightly ripple of the water. The trip was short, the effort passing, the satisfaction wild, contempt boundless.
Pielecha wasn't the fisherman's first victim. What about the others?
There was another fisher, a porter, a traveling saleswoman, but this is our best clue.
Were other victims from around here as well?
Some spent all their lives in Powiśle. Others were passing through, and they were just unlucky.
Then it's certain the fisherman lives in the area and knows it well, which means he probably also keeps his victims somewhere around here.
And then just drops them on the bank?
Hideout. Sullivan confessed that the fishermen victims lived in official or were passing through, so the fisherman must be a local. He knows the area well. His hideout must be close by. Pebbles in the eye socket.
I presume it's his trademark.
Yes, he always puts pebbles in place of gouged out eyes. Ordinary river pebbles, probably collected at the local wharf.
Left by the fisherman in the victim's eye sockets. The pebbles with dried blood on it is surrounded by echoes of obsessive thoughts. Someone has shoved it into the empty eye socket, wondering why they hesitated so long if it was so satisfying. Memories filled with pain flooded in the head like fat moths. About the personal belongings?
Any personal items? Something could have been imprinted on them. His emotions, thoughts, anything.
All he had was his wedding ring. But we gave it back to the widow because she was crying that she wanted to have a memento of her husband.
We should ask her to show this wedding ring to us. Where can I find the widow?
She lives in a house on the corner, between the marketplace and Yaja's brothel.
Examine the body.
He has multiple wounds and bruises.
Yeah, he was tortured before he died. But the immediate cause of death was a strong hit to the back of the head. Stunned like a fish. It's a joke.
Did he have a family?
We only know about the wife. They didn't seem to get along.
All right, the autopsy's over. When did Pielecha's wife report he was missing?
She admitted she was worried her husband had been gone for 3 days. She did take her time.
Maybe she was the one who killed him.
Why don't you talk to her? If you need me, I'll be at the moonshine.
Nothing else in here? Alright. It could be also the reason why it comes seems so fast. Maybe they are fluent and they just didn't slow their speech enough to help enunciate. Something fluent native speakers often have a problem with. Speaking it too quickly or fluidly, making non-natives have a harder time. I think she was just around the corner right here. There she is.
Yes.
That's okay.
Do you have any valuables to sell? Like jewelry?
What jewelry? Look at me. I had Pieleha's ring, but I sold it to a pawn shop. Money don't stink, you know. They didn't want anything else anyway.
And where is this pawn shop?
At Brovarno Street.
I have to go now.
Goodbye.
Condolences about your dead husband. Apparently the house stunk so badly of fish that she was actually kind of glad he was dead. That she just enjoyed the house smelling less for a few days before she reported it. Although, let's face it, like, first night you might not think anything of it. But 3? Unless it was common for him to be out for a few days. Here's the pawn shop. Oh, we have to talk to him to have a chance at seeing it.
What's now?
Ask him if he remembers a certain loan check from Pavashil. Yeah, we did that last time. Oh, there's something we missed still.
I'd like to see your jewelry.
Gems, or we're about to unlock it.
Spangles?
Wedding rings. Golden.
Uh-huh. Congratulations.
Preferably from a stiff. I know you've got one here.
What does a magician need a ring like that for?
Return the question and ask why he needs to know. Say again that you're getting married.
I've already told you. I'm getting married.
I do have one, but it's not for sale. It brings me luck.
Can I just take a look at it?
No looking.
I'm not going to play any games with you. Show me the ring.
Well, this is a game I'm not going to play. Zichu, Rishi, come here. It's time for some fisticuffs.
Well, we're going to have to put some people in the place. Fisticuffs, he says, as he pulls a gun. And they have a wrench and a bat. But he's got so little focus. Although LitlClutch will have to attack him to get rid of that trait. His suffering going. And he's going to counterattack. Oh, he stopped it. What's his? Reduces damage by 80%. We have to hit him with Upir to break it. And this guy is reduced damage by 80%. We have to hit him with Lelik to break it. Alright. Kind of want to do this to get the damage protection going, but let's hit him with a focus, and then we can have status. Oh, if we have Lelik do it, it's a slow one. Still would go off before the bad guy. It removes all negative status effects on us and gives it to him. And this just prevents negatives from going to it. Yeah, let's do it. Refills our focus. A bird's gonna go off. Alright, we're going to cast the Tear. This gets his focus dropping faster by 2 times, like at the end of every reaction for 3 rounds. That guy should be open to a powerful attack. Oof, my shoulder. My rib. Alright. 23 to 24. I'm gonna have to double check what I have equipped on that. I thought I had a chance of it doing double damage, but that might be a different attack. Alright, we'll do the big hit. And lower everybody's focus by 1. 6 damage, launch an attack on a random enemy. 15 to 75. Smile. Inflicts damage. You get 50% chance of interrupting the attack. 50% chance the damage is tripled, but it's very slow. 6 of the health point. 50% chance, triple that amount. He's all about random odds of things happening. We need to hit with Upir anyways. Mess with their hands. And he needs relic, right? Reduce focus, protects you against changed states. Taking his last focus, opening him to a big power hit. The wound we put on the first guy should kill him after he attacks us. Ow, 7 damage. That's rude. Yep, he's down. He took 12 when he only had 1. He's at 23, and we're going to do 23 to 24 damage. Sounds good to me. This guy still has his protection, right? Like then we don't have a lot of focus right now. He is suffering and he's exposed, so this will interrupt his action. 2 down, 1 to go. He's almost out of focus, and I need to get my focus back up. The level X actions is something that would take 2 focus for me to do. And now we're back up to just down by 1. And we can put there. Alright, might as well get us healed up. Fight's over.
I'm begging you, please stop.
You're the one that started the fight.
All right, already. Here.
You only wanted to see it. Victim's wedding ring. What a rumbling clatter, an eerie tremolo. Horses in the sky. Horses tramping in the sky. Who's clattering? A thought echoes in the mind like a mantra caused by pain and panic. It ate into the gold ring like crimson rust as its owner drew his last breath. Don't shut your stuff or you'll lose your teeth and your cash. I want something to eat. Maybe I'll lift a billfold. All three of them just got their ass kicked at once by me, and they're still trying to act all brave and badass like they could take us. Okay, wait till nightfall and talk to the prostitutes.
Aren't your legs getting sore? Stupid question. About dziedzic in the underworld. Who would have thought? Right. Let's wait. So, let's kill some time.
This is probably the last we're gonna do is this quest.
A friend of Piotrusi's. You can ask. Just be discreet.
What about Tadeusz Pielecha? Do you know anything about him?
What a miserable chap. No one could ever cheer him up. It must be really hard for his wife now. A friend of a friend saw him in a moonshine often. A local joint.
I know where it is.
Anything else?
Thank you for being willing to talk to me. Goodbye.
Give my best to Piotruś.
Hey, what are you up to? Bothering the lady? Nothing comes for free.
I know she doesn't have it. So here, I'll pay for the conversation.
Well, alright.
Of course, I'll add something extra for the misunderstanding.
Very good. Well then, have a good night. And you, get back to work.
Should have kicked his ass, but he might have taken it out on her later. At least we have another lead to take. There's the two prostitutes over here.
Will you stop sneaking up on us?
Ask them about the Tadeusz Pielecha.
Do you know Tadeusz Pielecha?
Poor guy. He was the one the fisherman got this time. You shouldn't say bad things about the dead.
But?
Pielecha came to visit us, our boaty house, the day before he died. He wouldn't pay, so... And Jadzia, the madam, had him thrown out.
Thank you. I will talk to her.
I've had it. Let's get out of here. I'm not going to stay here any longer, getting wet and tempting fate.
Let's go. Jadzia will get over it.
We'll talk to the madam.
Have you looked around? Any special requests?
Tell me about this place.
Yes?
Ask whether she's worried about the girls in the street.
When you send your girls out to work, aren't you concerned about their safety?
You must be the reason Anastasia and Clementina came back crying. Do you know how long it took me to calm them down?
At least here they are safe.
They are safe out there. Is that clear?
I've heard Tadeusz Pielecha came here the day before he died.
You're not from around here, Precious, are you? What are you snooping around for?
Admit you're curious by nature.
A Thaumaturge's habit. So has he been here or not?
He seemed odd, and he didn't pay, and I value our time, so I had him kicked out.
Which girl he hired?
Do you remember which girl he spent his time with that day?
Not at all.
Can I take a look around the rooms where you receive customers?
No, precious. Whoever enters the rooms must pay first. That's the rule.
Settle his debt and let her let
Let's
in.
make a deal. You let me in, and I'll settle Pileja's debt. Will 5 rubles cover it?
10.
Fine. In fact, the establishments of Śródmieście aren't as expensive as my sister told me.
Go on. Upstairs with you. Just don't scare my girls.
Alright, and we should be able to touch the piano now. Piano, an old, barely working instrument. Thoughts of lost hope in the mean city of Warsaw. Unstrung like the instrument they've settled on, suddenly they've vanished completely, replaced by violent memories as their owner senses the odious smell of fish in the air. So it seems like the guy that's hunting them used to be a fisherman, maybe. Because the wife was saying how her husband stunk of fish, the whole place stunk of it. So he must have stunk, like it must have been coming from him. Which would explain why the guy suddenly wanted to kill him.
The smell of mystery.
Toppled table. Something. Did someone throw it? The boy hit a. What? Quiet alarm. Thank you. There we go. The boy hid under the table just for giggles. He waited for her to come, and when she came, he jumped out from under the table so suddenly that he caught the attention of Auntie Yadzia downstairs. But the girl living here only laughed, a long and sincere laugh, a joyful memory. 2 bottles. They used to contain cheap, locally brewed beer. The urchin brought her favorite beer, but she had a customer. The hell with it. This time she'll make an exception and send the John off. She'd rather be drinking warm, flat beer than indulging the whims of Warsaw's degenerates. I hope it's not the boy that's killing everybody. Ornate box. Clara. The appearance stands out from the monotony of the threadbare room. The thought frolics around the box. Piotrek stole something for her again. But can you blame him? The boy is like a brother, unruly and careless, but he's the only reason she still smiles. This trace is the fisherman's trace. Clara's trace. Oh, it's the woman carrying. Around the rooms, Clara's carefree and sincere affection for Piotrek beams from the items. I was almost touched. The boy doesn't realize that his auntie is the fisherman. I have to find her. Piotrek may be in danger. Oh no. We sent the boy asking questions. He's helping investigate. I think that was the first one we talked to as well. He took a bottle to her. He didn't pay well. Alright. Up the tray.
Have you looked around?
I'm looking for one of the girls, Clara.
She left. She didn't say where. She's probably hanging around somewhere with that nitwit Yusta.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Oh boy. I hope she's not going to kill the boy. Just because he was helping us track down the murder. Mind you, the murderer did happen to be her. We don't know where it's taking us. At least it's not the dock. Actually, it might be the dock. Oh boy. Oh, no? Oh, it's going to have us go... Oh, that's why. Follow the trail to the moonshine, find the murderer to free them. Don't we kind of know that the murderer is Clara then? Like, we already know that. Why is it making us hunt things down still? The bartender's cloth. A threadbare piece of fabric to wipe glasses. Cloth that's stiff from dirt is marked by beer, stains, and remnants of conversation. Words of joy, words of pain, wishes of good fortune, and secrets. Only companions make life in this despicable place at least somewhat bearable. Axe. Someone has driven it deep into the wooden wall. Though it appeared otherwise, the item still carries a good memory. A simple game of axe throwing made long evening conversations more pleasant for the companions. We've known each other since childhood. There are also words running down the handle, fresh inside. Grief for the one who will never again join them in the drink. It's an unknown trace. Cigarette butt in an ashtray. Ash blends with thoughts and powders them gray. Don't make a mistake. Stay calm and watch the victim patiently. She can hear her brother's voice in her head, as scolding as ever. As always, you dumb oaf, you're good for nothing. Clara.
Just no brawling, please. What can I get you?
Ask about the juice.
I know Tadeusz Pielecha liked to come here.
Wouldn't you rather have a drink? I don't feel like talking about Tadek.
The bartender doesn't want to talk about the deck. I get it. I'm not from here, but maybe I can convince him somehow. Conclusion? At the moonshine, every patron here is a regular. No wonder they don't want to talk to me. I can sense a deep sadness in the bartender caused by the loss of one of his companions. I could take advantage of this and get him to confide in me about the fisherman's latest victim. Reach for the bartender's grief and make him open up. Power of word number 2.
You miss him, so do the others. You've known him for ages, and now the mere mention of his name tears a hole in your heart. Help me, and I will do him justice.
Yeah, it's a damn shame. If he went back to his wife that night rather than here, I guess he'd be still alive.
That means he spent his last night here?
Yeah, when he left, that was the last we ever saw him. It was pissing down that night too. And a few days later, he was lying sprawled out on the river bank like a dead fish.
Ironic that to get to this point where we could ask him that question, where we needed power of word 2, which we've had for the whole time we've been in Warsaw. We needed to have power word 3 and 5 first. So, like, why have a 2 if you, to get to this point, you need a 5? Who else was here that day?
I suppose you don't have many customers on rainy nights like that. Can you remember who else was here?
Just regulars. Same as today, some hookers come by at times. Today we've got one copper and one intrusive posh boy, which is unusual. I mean you.
If they talked about anything.
Did you talk to him?
Tadek did more drinking than talking. He only complained that Yadzia had him removed from the brothel. He didn't avail himself of it, and he wouldn't pay for nothing. Other than that, no. He was a man of few words.
Did Pielecha leave alone?
Gienek, the steel worker, left with him, but he came back shortly after and passed out in the corner. Then a hooker went out, probably to work.
Do you remember which one?
Clara. She's the carrying one. She chums around with that little shit Justa.
Justa. Alright.
I'll be off
More
now.
evidence.
Good riddance.
Into darkness. Pielecha left the moonshine, vowing not to return to his wife. In the morning, he was already lying on the riverbed dead. Conclusion? The last round. Tadeusz Beleha died after leaving his favorite bar, his horses in the sky. May relate to the last thing he heard before his death. Horse-drawn coaches and carriages going across the bridge that towers over the district. The fisherman's torture chamber may be located under its massive arches, in one of the barracks there. Alright. Thaumaturge? Do we want to tell him? Or we just go and beat up the girl first and then be like, we found it!
So this is where you've been hiding, Auntie Clara.
The cigarette butts were filled with hateful thoughts exhaled with each drag. He just has to finish up with Beleha. Now that he's on the table, toss him out on the riverbank and go back to his place. Tangled mind. The murderess bears a trauma from her past. Pain and anger impelled her to take revenge on men for the hurt caused by her brother, who reeked of fish. They stripped her of moral inhibitions, and her disappointment with Warsaw and her life gave her a twisted excuse for killing. Alright. Enter the hideout.
Auntie Clara, what did you do to the boy?
Piotrush's older friend. I expected this to be only a matter of time. I warned you he would get hurt.
Why is he lying still? What did you do to him?
For now, he's only sleeping. The little angel. Like the others.
Tell her to move away from him.
Move away from him. None of this is his fault.
True. He was bright. He connected the dots quickly and found this place.
And this is why you want to kill him now?
I don't want to, but I must. Because of you. You're to blame for the boy wanting to play detective. And now his blood will be on your hands.
Nope, it's on your hands.
Piotrek is a bright lad, and he's got his entire life ahead of him. He trusted you.
Yes. He was the only one who never looked down on me. It's all your fault. Everything would have worked out if it wasn't for this pesky kid.
Why are you even doing this?
Why wouldn't I be doing this? Why wouldn't I slaughter those stinking sods? My only regret is that I didn't start sooner.
Bring out all her fondness for Piotr.
You won't hurt him the same way you were hurt because you don't hate him. I have seen and felt how carefree you become in his presence, as if he gave you back moments of childhood that you never had.
I'm sorry, Piotrush.
Now, we'll leave together.
No, magician. Piotrush has all the time in the universe.
Don't kill yourself.
Stop!
What the fuck is this place? Who's this woman? Is she...
She's your fisherman. She's the one behind.
Fucking hell. I knew I would regret it. Don't tell me the kid is dead too. Well?
He's alive.
Then wake him up and let's get out of here. It really stinks of fish.
Everything okay? You alright?
Alright. Yeah. I'm alright.
You're lucky the kid's in one piece. How could you be so irresponsible and act alone?
There was no time to think. I had to act fast.
And I think you followed your pride, Mr. Great Thaumaturge.
I'm sorry for dragging you into this, lad.
Nah, forget about it. The risk comes with the job. But I guess you'll have to conduct your next investigation without me.
Ask how Clara caught him.
How did you end up on this table?
I found this dive, and as I was going to get you, Auntie Clara showed up. Then, I don't remember.
I understand.
Apologize for not coming to get
I'm
him.
sorry I didn't notify you before.
Apologizing won't change the fact that the murderess is dead.
Would you ever think she's the murderess?
No, this is where my intuition failed. I also didn't anticipate that she'd take her life like this.
And that's where ours failed.
What will happen to Cayetana now?
The perpetrator is deceased, so now I have to tie all the murders to her corpse. It'll take a while without a testimony. Seeing as you've bungled everything here, I'm tempted to hold your painter until he croaks.
Just tell me when you release him.
I'll call you.
I'll be waiting for your call regarding Cayetana's case, Commissioner.
Sure.
Goodbye.
Take care, partner. We did good.
Let's go. I'll show you the police station.
I thought about going to talk to him before when we were following the point, but I was worried about the kid. So, and the game said to find the, like, us following the track too, right? So it's like the game didn't point as an option to go see him. So I'm like, oh, just keep following it. But I thought about it. I wonder if we could have had a different outcome. Like if we could have had him there for the whole thing so he would have heard her testimony. However, we got the quest done, so we'll leave it for now. I'm going to actually call it there for now, guys. It's 11 o'clock. I need to take my meds and then go get something to eat. Hope you're enjoying this game as much as I am. The story is really good, I think. All right, overwrite our old manual save just to be certain. And we'll continue this next weekend. Until then, everybody, stay happy, stay healthy, stay awesome. If you haven't hit the follow button yet, please do. Stream Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Pretty much 11 to 11, although lately it's more like starting at 12. The nerf damage and the weather changing is kicking my ass. But I try. And we play a variety of games. And when we play a game, we play it to completion. Unless the game's total shit. In which case, I might lose interest. But usually, we don't play shitty games. We play good games. And we usually play them to completion. Until then, everybody, stay happy. Stay healthy. Stay awesome.